Hi, my name is Lisa,
And my name is Xavier.
and today we're going to be walking you through how to paint these
Popsicles.
using watercolors. For a full list of what you need to get started, check out the video description below. Be sure to like this video, and be sure to also hit subscribe so that you can see other videos just like this one. Let's get started. Alright, so first things first, we're going to start by drawing out our popsicle. So we're going to start with a pencil, and we're going to make sure that the lines we draw are nice and light. So we're going to draw a big upside down U. So I want you to draw the same shape as me, Xavier. So why don't you watch first? And nice and light, so making sure you don't press too hard on the paper. We're going to draw a big U like that.
And it could also break the pencil.
Yeah, so we don't want to press too hard so the pencil breaks. All right, so you do your big upside down U. Try and make it the same on both sides. Perfect. So then we want to connect the two bottoms together. So we're going to draw a straight line right across. And you can go back up a little bit if you have to. Yeah. Then we're going to draw a long U, because what's at the bottom of a popsicle?
A popsicle stick.
That's right. All right, so we're going to draw a U, a thin one. That's the popsicle stick. Just like that.
It's a really long U.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so now we're going to get our brushes. So I'll take your pencil. And first things first, we're going to fill in the top part of the popsicle. So until about here with clear water. So do you think you can do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's your water glass.
Both of our water glass.
Yeah, I have water right here. So you're gonna do what I do. So you take your brush, and we want to put clear water all over the top here. Can you grab your brush and start?
I have not.
So just the top part. See where I went? So starting about here, and then fill in the top part. And you can always grab more water if you feel like your brush is getting a little too dry. You want to make sure you keep it in the lines as best as you can. So if you get it a little outside of the line, you take a paper towel. And I see we got a little bit just out here, and we just can dab it up with the paper towel. So now we're going to take red, and so you got red paint right here. We're going to take red, and you're going to smush your brush in it a little bit. You're going to get some red on your brush. And then what I want you to do, you got some red on your brush, is go along the top, and only inside the popsicle I want you to put that red down. Where your water is, you just put that red in.
Wait, I don't have no idea.
Along the top like here, where your pencil line is. Yeah, that's great. Now keep doing that until you fill in your whole popsicle. And it's okay if you don't touch every little area. But watch what I do here along the bottom of it. See where the quick. Look at your body. Look at your paper at the side. You can see where the water begins and ends. I want you to go along it and go like this, Xavier. Do you see? Do you see?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna let that water fill in.
Oops.
Oh, that's okay. We're gonna add some splatters after, so if you get a little splatter while you're doing it, that's totally okay. All right, so you rinse off your brush really well. So do you know how to rinse off your brush really well? You wanna shake it in the water lots, all along the bottom of the cup. So get your brush all the way to the bottom. All the way to the bottom of the cup. Yeah, and then smush it in the water. And we're gonna do the bottom part of the popsicle now. What color do you think the bottom of the popsicle is gonna be?
Brown.
That's the stick, so that is kind of the bottom. But what about the bottom of the actual popsicle? What color is that?
Blue.
All right. So we're gonna do the same thing as we did with the top. So look at my painting, Xavier. We're gonna do white bar in the middle. And we're gonna put water just along the bottom section, making sure to stay in the lines. And you can go up a little higher. You want to go up to about here.
Doing a little more.
Yeah. And just make sure you stay in the lines. And then I want you to take your blue paint. I'm gonna take my blue paint. And the same thing as with the red, we're gonna take the blue and follow the outline of the popsicle. What other colors do you think would work well with a popsicle? Do you have any other ideas for colors? Xavier?
White.
Yeah?
A mummy.
What other colors, Xavier?
White.
And do you think if we did a popsicle with pink and purple, that would be yummy?
Yeah.
What's your favorite flavor of popsicle to have?
I don't know.
How's your blue going?
Good. But I think I got a little too much water.
I think it looks really good. I don't think you got too much water. And we're gonna let it dry in between anyway. That looks great. So can you do me a favor and make your blue line a little bit wavy, like my blue line's a little bit wavy? Yeah, excellent work. All right, so we're gonna let this dry now, and then when we come back, we will add some more details like the stick and the lines in the popsicle. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, so now that our paintings are dry, we're gonna go ahead and add the stick as well as a few lines on it, just so that it looks all tied together. So first things first, we're gonna take our brushes again, and we're gonna do a little bit of water just on the stick. So I want you to carefully fill in just your stick with water. You don't want too much water, just enough that it's kind of shiny all over it. Yeah, and if you need to get a little water off your brush, you can use a paper towel. And then what we do, let you finish that first. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is take a beige color, mine's called yellow ochre, and you have one right here, and you wanna get your brush wet in there, and then I want you to put that into your stick so that it moves around in the water. See how it's going all over the place on mine? The yellow's gonna go wherever you put water down. Yeah, that's okay if it goes a little outside. You just fix it up. So now what I want you to do is clean off your brush. And then I want you to take a little tiny bit of black, tiniest little bit. You have a little bit of water on your brush. Okay, now I want you to smush it around in the black a little bit. We're gonna get it a little wetter. How about that? Just like that. That's how you use those. And then I want you to take most of it off so that we only have the tiniest little bit. And you take the tip of your brush, and I want you to put it right at the top of your stick, because that's the little shadow. So right at the top. Yep. And then come down a little bit.
Like that?
Yeah, just like that. That's all you want to do. Yeah, that's it. So then what we're gonna do is now we're gonna do lines all around the popsicle. So we're gonna need a really thin brush for that. So I have a couple of thin brushes here. So I want you to take this brush right here, this one, and we're gonna get some black paint on it. And then I want you to outline the top of the U shape. So where your pencil is, I want you to follow that very thinly with your brush. Does that make sense? So watch what I do. I'm just going like this. Yeah, just keep going all the way around. Oh, you want it to go nice and thin. So when you want to get your brush thin, is you take only a little bit of watercolor, and look how light I'm holding it. Watch how light I hold it. See how I'm barely touching the paper with it? Do you think you could try doing that with the brush instead of pressing down on it? So watch. very lightly. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Learning to hold the brush very lightly is important. Yeah, and then you can always turn your painting around if you want to be able to get the other side without getting your hand on it. Yeah, just like that. You might need a little bit more black paint on there. Looks like you might be getting a little dry. You don't have to go too slow. You follow it around. Nice thin line all the way down the side. Yeah, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some other lines. So I want you to have your popsicle sideways, and I want you to watch what I do here. I'm gonna draw a thick line down like that. So look here, Xavier. There's a little bit of space here, a little bit of space here. So can you do a thick line like that?
Mm-hmm.
No, see, I hold it like this. Oh. We're gonna... So your thick line, can I show you where it's gonna go on your painting? Hold that right there. We're gonna go from here down to here. And don't rest your hand on the painting, you're gonna smush it. So you gotta hold. Yeah, all the way down. All the way down to that little dot I have down there. Do you see where the dot is? Okay, now I want you to do an even thinner line on the other side of it. So this line, you're gonna have to hold your brush extra light, and I want you to come down right beside it, okay? Can you do that?
Here?
Yeah. Are you sure you want, if you hold it like this and come down this way, do you think you could do that?
So from this dot
to the bottom of it, so till here. Thin line. So hold it very lightly. Yeah. Hold it so lightly. Yeah. And it's okay if it skips off the page. And then I want you to take a bit of black paint and I want you to connect the bottom and the top. Okay, now we're going to turn our book around, our paper around. And then what we're going to do is get a little more paint on our brush. So then we're going to do this exact same shape. We're going to do another one on the other side, okay? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So this time, we're going to have a thick line right here. And it's going to follow the exact same height. So we're going to go thick line from here to here. Yep, keep going. Yeah, then we're going to do another line right beside it, but this one's going to be thinner. So watch where I go right here. And connect them just like before. Okay, thin line from here to right here. How old are you, Xavier?
5.
Yeah, so you're 5 and you're able to paint with watercolors. That's pretty cool, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone can do watercolors, right? All right, so why don't you take a look? Yeah, oh yeah, good memory. So now we're gonna flip it back around so that it's facing up. It's ready to be eaten. And we're gonna outline our popsicle sticks. So the way we do that is we're gonna take a little more black. And I want you to make sure you outline the top of it. Oh, you have a lot of black on yours, so let's get a little of that off. And then I want you to have just a tiny bit on it. So then what you're gonna do is outline the stick. So just like you outline the popsicle, you're gonna outline the stick. That's okay, you can leave that there. I think your popsicles are awesome. So outline it, just like I did, all the way around. And if you find that it's getting kind of brushy like that, that means that your brush is getting a little too dry, so you want to get a little more watercolor. Anytime you see this sort of brush stroke and you see a kind of a grain on the page, that just means that you need a bit more water or watercolor. All right, so now do you want to do some splatters? That's pretty fun, right? All right, so we're gonna take a bigger brush this time. Let's see what brush you can use. I think this brush is too small. We're gonna try this brush for this. And I think we should do red and blue splatters. What do you think? So you want to get a lot of water on your brush, and I want you to get it really wet with blue.
Or we could do some yellow too.
You can do yellow if you want to do yellow. I'm gonna do mine blue and red. Whatever you think. I like different paintings. So you grab a color that you want. So I'm gonna do blue to start. And do you remember how to do splatters?
Some green.
That's yellow, yeah.
Yellow.
So the yellow might not show up that much. So what we do is we take our paint and then we hit it with another hand. Yeah. So now I'm going to take my red. So we don't want too many splatters. Less is more, right, Xavier?
Yes.
So I'm going to take a little bit of red now. So you clean off your brush in between really well. And then you take quite a bit of, why don't we try red for yours? Your red's already wet. Yeah, take some red on your brush. And we're gonna do the same thing, but red splatters this time. And the closer you are to the page, the darker they're gonna be, and the farther away, the more sparse they're gonna be. See, these ones are nice and dark, and these ones got a little bit bigger, and that's totally okay. So do you think that's enough splatters?
Mm-hmm.
I think it looks pretty good. We should sign our paintings. What are you going to sign your painting with?
X.
Perfect. I'm going to sign mine with an LW. And we're using red. Do you want a thin brush?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There you go. I'll put a little red on there for you. How about that? Oh, there you go. And you can sign it with an X. Nice. Excellent work. Thank you for watching. Xavier and I paint a popsicle for you. If you enjoyed painting this video, be sure to hit the like button below and hit subscribe if you want to watch more videos just like this one. Thanks for watching.